the 1980s, the Soviet Union. I worked as an English teacher at the secondary school, but I also had a side job as an interpreter for the Soviet Women's Committee, which I was absolutely lucky to have, given I was not a Communist Party member. The Soviet Women's Committee was a propagandist organization that promoted communist ideology and supported contacts with foreign women's groups. I didn't care about ideology, but I absolutely loved my glamorous job. People coming from all over, and what a chance to practice English. Besides, the Soviet Women's Committee was the best travel agency, because conferences organized by the Soviet Women's Committee were always held in different Soviet cities, where we stayed at the best hotels, eating at the best restaurants, because the Soviet Women's Committee was to show our true Soviet hospitality and the advantages of socialism. This time, the conference was held in Central Asia, in Tashkent, the capital city of Uzbekistan, then part of the Soviet Union. We were 20 interpreters, a group of journalists, and all that was organized by an executive lady from the Soviet Women's Committee, Valeria. Valeria was a woman of a certain age, in thick glasses, her gray hair cut short. But the main feature was that her front tooth was missing, and she always had a cigarette in it. Her state of being was grim and serious, but sometimes she was unexpectedly friendly, and they never knew how to react. Before every international event, she held an orientation session for interpreters. Complete waste of time. Missing it meant no more interpreting job for the Soviet Women's Committee. That's why I had to go and listen. She was saying always the same stuff about the importance of our mission, that we were at the forefront of the ideological struggle, and that the enemy never sleeps. The enemy was American imperialism and its agents, American spies, who were everywhere, around every corner, behind every bush, in every home. Foreigners coming to the Soviet Union by the invitation of the Soviet Committee were under suspicion. Each of them could be an American spy. Once, there at the conference, during a coffee break, smiling, Valeria started a conversation with me. That was her friendly face. What do you think about Carol? She said. Carol was the conference participant, a member of a pro-communist American women's group from Washington, D.C. I saw you interpreting an interview for her for the local TV, Valeria said. And then you chatted with her. Oh, time to get worried. All unauthorized contacts with foreigners were forbidden. I said, she had just asked me where I had studied English. Here, Valeria ended up the conversation, leaving me absolutely perplexed. The next day, Valeria said to me, Carol wants to go to the bazaar. I want you to be her guide. She continued, American imperialism is on the march. Carol is an American spy. She might even try to recruit you. But you know what to do in such a situation. Yes, I knew. The instructions were to report any suspicious behavior. But that was her usual talk. She continued, there, at the bazaar, do not let her go to the toilet. It was something new. Why? Was a public toilet at the bazaar a secret object and foreigners were not allowed there? Or maybe it was so dirty that it cannot be shown as an advantage of socialism. Or maybe Valeria was kidding and they didn't get the joke. This was not the joke. Valeria declared, "This afternoon you are on a very important mission. The national security is at stake." Local spies left Carol a message in the toilet at the bazaar to not let her go to the toilet. I wondered how I could control the visual functions of Carol's body. What if she needs to go? Valeria said, "It doesn't matter. You are tasked not to let her go. And it's up to you how to do it." Well, what could I do? I was not in a position to criticize her decisions, to doubt them, not to fulfill anything she asked me to do, because I was there to obey her. Otherwise, I could be accused of being an American spy myself and end up in Gulag. I sighed and said, "Okay, what time do I pick her up at the hotel?" Anyway, we went to the bazaar. The bazaar was strikingly colorful and dynamic. Bazaar sellers were very friendly. One of them wanted to treat us with watermelon. I thought, watermelon? No, no. It's still ready. She would ask to use the toilet. And I said, "Carol, you know what? Let us check whether they sell national dresses here." Beautiful. I found a shop where they were selling national dresses. We went there. She liked it. She was trying all the dresses, chatting with shop assistants, through me, of course, smiling. I was smiling too, but my thoughts were about the toilet. To let or not to let? This is the question. Shall I let her go there, but ask not to tell Valeria? But it would sound absolutely idiotic unless I explained to her everything. That was impossible. She would immediately tell on me. Or maybe I say that there are no public toilets at Tashkent Bazaar because nobody uses them. This doesn't sound very convincing. Or I can just let her go, and what will be, will be. We continued our bazaar visit, and Carol liked it. Eventually she bought everything she planned to, and she was very content. But the main thing, that she didn't ask to use the toilet, thankfully. She liked it that much, and she was so much impressed that all the way back to the hotel, she was chattering, saying that life was wonderful in the Soviet Union. The Soviet people had everything they needed and even more. Western media was lying. Soviet people were sure about their future. Soviet people were free in their choices. Poor naive Carol. If she only knew about my mission. And that here, at the Tashkent Bazaar in the Soviet Union, she wasn't even free to go to the toilet whenever she got.